Okay, so this is a sorry for that new unboxing that came from the folks at Funko as well as Gamestop. It's a 30th anniversary Street Fighter mystery box. Now this came out I think last year sometime, and GameStop wanted 30 bucks for it. And of course, me being the cheap guy I am, I wasn't going to pay that much for it. So just recently in the past few weeks, I noticed it at a GameStop for about I think $11.99, and they currently have a sale where you can take an extra 20 to 30% off, as well as sometimes they have these white bags where if you put everything into a white bag, they take an extra 25% off. So I think I got this one for about 8 or 9 bucks. So I'm okay with that. I can live with that. Even if it has 2 pops in there, that's more than what I paid for. And I'll tell you a funny story about Street Fighter. When I was introduced to it 30 years ago. So, you know, in the late 80s, there were these things called arcades that you had, you know, at bowling alleys and gas stations and just random places, sort of like your Chuck E. Cheese or your Dave & Buster's of today, where, you know, you put in quarters and you played games. And, you know, I played a lot when I was growing up. And there was a game called Street Fighter, and I have to admit, it didn't impress me much. The first one I came across had these 2 massive buttons to push, and if I find a picture of it, I'll include it in this video. And I would watch these guys just punch these buttons as hard as they can, and that didn't do anything for me. And then later on, I would see those 2 massive buttons that were pressure sensitive be changed to the current 6-button things that you kind of see in today's controllers. And if I find a picture of that, I'll upload it. I'll add it to this video, I'm sorry. Anyway, the game itself just didn't do anything for me. I thought the fighting was kind of tacky. I thought the characters were rather generic. So I never really played it. I just thought it was, you know, what it was. Just, you know, another fighter. And then I'll never forget, I was a junior in high school, and the school I was going to on Wednesdays would let out early, like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And what was even stranger was, although the school let out at 12:30, the bus to take me home would not show up for another 2 hours. So basically, I had 2 hours to sit around and do nothing every Wednesday. And so a friend of mine, you know, said, hey, you want to go to the local arcade? And I forget the name of the arcade. They have Street Fighter 2. And, you know, here I am thinking of Street Fighter 1, and I'm going, yeah, I think I'll pass. And he goes, and my friend looks at me and goes, no, you're not understanding. Street Fighter 2 is nothing like Street Fighter 1. It is 10 times better. And so I'm thinking, okay, how can, you know, a piece of crap game be even better? So since I had a couple hours to kill anyway, we went to the arcade at the mall, you know, back when kids used to do that. And lo and behold, there was a swarm of teenagers. And when I say a swarm, I'm talking about 20 to 30 kids, you know, between ages of 14 and 18, swarmed around this one arcade that you had to pay 50 cents for to play. And back then, 50 cents for a single game was quite a bit. And it was for Street Fighter 2. And when I say there was a swarm and everybody was playing it, and, you know, you had your 2 main guys, Ryu and Ken, but you had 6 other ones that were just made the game that much more diverse. You had Guile, you had Chun-Li, you had Blanca, you had Zangief, you have Dalsim, and you had E Honda. And every single, other than Ryu and Ken, everybody had a different style. So I thought that was just incredibly impressive of how they were able to make a game that just wasn't generic. It was a fighting game. It was different. It had a lot of diversity as far as fighting styles. And a lot of you older gamers will remember, everybody wanted to play Guile because Guile was pretty much the only guy that had, not only did he have a projectile attack, but he had a long range low kick, as well as he had a long range, you know, that spin kick. And if you didn't do that, you still could grapple while you're in the air. I think there was like a spine breaker, or you can grab them and throw them on the ground. Guile pretty much had it all, which was pretty funny for an American character. But everybody wanted to play Guile. A lot of times, for a long time, until they changed it up with the Championship Edition and the Turbos Edition and all that over the next few years, Guile was the man, and anybody who got a chance to play as Guile ended up playing Street Fighter 2 for, I mean, I would like to say hours, but they would play for a while until somebody lucked up and beat them, and then the next guy would play Guile and then win, and he'd play for a while. So anyway, that's my story about Street Fighter 2. That was a legend in the making. So that's my memory of Street Fighter, and I've been a fan ever since. I remember buying Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo for like $75, playing it so much until I blistered my thumb that didn't heal for a couple of weeks. And then I remember buying it for all the other systems, and I have, you know, Street Fighter 3, 4, 5. I even have the collector's edition now for the PS4 for Street Fighter 5 that I found at Best Buy for like $30. Once again, if I can find it for cheap, I'm buying it. So anyway, let's take a look. Let's open this thing up and see what they got here for us. I know this is kind of a long-winded video, but just wanted to give you a little insight on my thoughts on Street Fighter and how it's influenced me, you know, if it did. You know, other than those crappy 2 movies, the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme and the other one with Christian Crook and Neil McDonough, and unfortunately the one guy, Michael Clark Duncan, yeah, may he rest in peace. But I'm sorry, both of those were bad movies. The only good one so far has been that one that was on YouTube and Machinima for a while. That was very good, that live action one. And then the animated one that came out in the mid-90s. Those were both very well executed. So let's open this up. Sorry for bumping that. Let me make sure that's in alignment there. There we go. So here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I know that was pretty bad. Okay, so we have. Well, well, let me take out the hat. Take out the hat. If you guys get that reference, give yourself 2 points. So we have the 30th anniversary Street Fighter hat. It's pretty cool. Nothing on the back here. But I can pretty much guarantee I will never wear this. Pint-size heroes for the 30th anniversary. I will open that up in a minute. And then another one. And then our mini pop, we have Akuma. And that's a really cool one. I really like that one. That'll go with my collection. And then the nice one. Let's go ahead and rip this thing off. We have Hot Ryu and Violent Ken. Not too familiar with Hot Ryu, but that's kind of a funny name. I'm sorry for the glare there. Let me turn it down a little bit. But anyway, Hot Ryu and Violent Ken. And that's exclusive to Gamestop. So that is really, really cool. I'm really happy I can find that one. If you can find that at a GameStop, by all means, buy it. I mean, it's like $10. That right there is probably worth 20 right there by itself. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Let's see what we got in here. I'm going to take it off screen because I might have to bite it. Kids, don't do this at home. Holy. It flew out of my hands. So we have here a mini Guile. Has a little hair on it. Sorry, I have dogs here, and dog hair gets everywhere. So I'm going to put mini Guile here. So let me open up this other one. And we have a mini Chun-Li. That is awesome. So you have a mini Chun-Li, a mini Guile, a Pocket Pop Akuma, and then you have Hot Ryu and Violent Ken. Now, I think Violent Ken is rather redundant because, you know, he's a fighter, so he's already violent anyway, but whatever, I'm not going to complain. So, other than the hat, which I said I'll probably never wear, everything else was pretty cool. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think this was worth $10, or do you think I should have paid 25 or 30 for it, or should I just paid $5? Anyway, post it in the comments below. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you'd like to see more unboxings in the near future, hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the bell for future notifications, and you can also follow me on Twitter, and Twitter will let you know when I come back and do more of these, hopefully. Anyway, that's it for me for now. Talk to you guys later. Peace out, players. Okay, so here we are with announcements for the winner of the Titanfall, the Gears of War, and the Pocket Pop of Gears of War. And so the winner of the Titanfall 2 Atlas and Pilot is, ta-da, congratulations. And second, the winner of the Swarm Sniper Pop from Gears of War is, ta-da, congratulations. And finally, the winner of the JD Phoenix Pocket Pop is, ta-da. So, congratulations to all the winners. For those that didn't win, don't feel bad. I have plenty of more things to give away. Not only do I have Pops, I have Xbox Live codes, I have a couple of PS4 games. I have plenty of things to give away in the near future. So just keep watching my videos, and I'll be announcing more things in the near future. Thank you for everybody for trying out, subscribing, giving me your comments. I appreciate it. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks a lot.